Alone, you can put up a fight. But together, you can start a war.
Now, if you haven't seen my last video, go check it out right now. Now, I want to get back to the Sony DRM digital games on PS4 and PS5 just a touch more, because it's something that just bothers me. Sony, why would you go out and do this? You know, you're the very same brand, the same company that mocked and made fun of and absolutely disrespected your competitor, which is Microsoft, because of what happened in the 8th gaming generation, which is the Xbox One, with the DRM situation. That right there, and the lack of first-party games really hurt Microsoft. But more so with the Xbox One than any other console out there. But Sony was going to do the very same thing with the PlayStation 4, and they saw the worldwide backlash that Microsoft was getting towards the Xbox One, and it's like, oh no, we can't do that. No, I can't go for that. We're going to put it away for now. And we fast forward to the 9th video game era, which is the current generation right now. They're doing the very same thing, but this time it's for digital games for the PS4 and PS5, that little time limit thing. If you don't have your internet connected to your console, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, every 30 days or so, something to that effect, you lose your license. They said it's temporary, but I don't believe that. So don't trust the companies. They'll say one thing. They'll say anything. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, you said temporary, now it's forever? Which one is it? So the fact that you're getting punished for buying a digital game, it's insane to me. And this is why people prefer to go out and buy physical version of a video game as opposed to buying digital games, because of stuff like this. Now, I can understand if you go out, if you want to get a digital game because you can't get the physical game. For example, like Ninja Gaiden Ragebound or Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I wanted it in a PS4 disc version instead of buying a digital, but it wasn't going to happen, so I just found myself going ahead and buying those two games digitally, even though I love playing them. But I'm just feel like, okay, when is that license, that 30-day check-in gonna kick in? You know what I mean? So Sony is trying so hard to be villains. It's crazy, and it's a shame that they're doing this. All right, I watched a short video from Emily King, and I watched a regular video from Moist Control. I will try to find those video links. And his name is Jordan Sisco, a Call of Duty Warzone streamer. He was in hot water due to putting his hands on his girlfriend or his wife. Mind you, she's pregnant. So long story short, he spilled his beverage on the electronics, and she told him you shouldn't do that, something to that effect. And while he was wilding the bleep out, spazzing out, rage out, freaking out, panicking, just having this temper tantrum type of nonsense BS, and he decided to put his hands on her, hit her twice, and you hear her, ow, ow. And he's making excuses and saying people should mind their business and all this other crazy stuff, right? Bruh, man, come here. You do realize that the camera was on, right? We saw what we saw, okay? You can play this Jedi mind trick game all you want, but you did put your hands on your pregnant girlfriend or wife, whoever she is. You were dead wrong. Just take accountability and say, my bad, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't lose control. It's just a video game. It's not a serious business. Nobody's going to die. I should know better. So, and look at me getting melee like that. Anyway, if he did not have a beverage around the electronics, none of this would have happened. If he didn't, plus he wouldn't rage out like that, but still he had no business putting his hands on her. So he was in the wrong. What do y'all think? There are people in the Hispanic community rallying around Ashley Gonzales due to what happened to her this past week or last week or something like that. Long story short, she went viral for saying colorful, racist things about the black community, let alone black people. And not to mention, she was a police officer, talking about racial profiling. She hate the N word. I'm talking about the hard R, you know what I'm saying? Not the desensitized word. So, yeah. And I think the commissioner or her boss is black, I believe. I could be wrong. But, hey, stand 10 toes down. Mean what you say. Say what you mean. Say with your chest. Don't surrender. Don't back off. Unfortunately, she did, because when she got fired, I think it was like the next day or a couple days later after the video went viral, she was on there again talking about how she apologizes if she offended. I'm so sick and tired of people playing that card. Anyway, talking about she needs to go to therapy, go to church. Oh, you're going to need more than those two things. You should have just said, you should have just stood on business and met every single word of it. So, and there are people out there who do not like, the black community or black people in general. They don't. So, it is what it is. Am I saying that us black people are perfect or innocent bystanders? No. But at the same time, what we don't deserve is the hatred, the disrespect, the defecation on one group because whatever reason. What do y'all think? You had this weird, creepy guy in California asking, where's your daughter? He went from that to breaking in people's houses, getting his butt handed to him, to getting thrown in jail, and he was out on bail. I heard it was very, very low. I don't know what's going on in California nowadays. Y'all stay safe out there. It's crazy. Then you have video games like Saros that came out this past week. And unfortunately, because of the DRM digital games on PS4, PS5, Sony, I don't think they're going to ever address it. If they do, it'll be a first. That game is being overshadowed. And plus, you have the NBA Run. It kind of reminds you of NBA Street. So what do you guys think about the topics? And I will catch you all later. See you on the next video. Peace.